Hello again, everyone. I'm Seamus White, and today we're going to be doing 6 miles on the trails. It is early today, not quite as early as it was yesterday, but still getting at it. A Saturday would typically be the long run day, but we're going for a 6 mile run today because I will be pacing a half marathon with a friend on Sunday. I'll introduce you to him in a bit here when we meet up for our run, but I think in the meantime I should probably put on some shoes and get ready to actually do the running part, so here we go. I'm gonna be running in the Nike Pegasus shoe today. Nice. I tie my shoes without my hands. I'm built different. Because I got a little time before we actually meet up, I think I'm gonna make myself a little quick breakfast here. Let's get this bread. Honey is pretty good, but it's a little sticky every now and then. Those bees really are nature's chefs. Well, enough said there. I think it's time to get ready and start heading out to the trails. Here we go. It's wet. Look at that. Trail out there. Here we are at the Lacamas Lake Trail. There it is. Just past the half-mile trail marker here. Honestly, it's pretty convenient that the trail tells you how far you've gone, so even if you don't have your Garmin or your Strava running, you can still figure it out. What are your thoughts on trail markers?
They should be standard issue. Definitely.
Heck yeah. Oh, look, a bridge. We're running on a bridge in the woods. This is the view here. We got the lake, and the lake shot up here.
You cannot beat that.
Now, we both thought it was gonna rain before we went out here today, but it's been pretty clear in the sky, honestly. So a pretty pleasant surprise here. We just came across two runners out here that were matching and had to say something. We're not matching, unfortunately, but I had to mention it. I think it made their day. They had pretty big smiles on their face. When I first started running, if I didn't know somebody who I was about to pass, I was going through it, my face may look a little something like, and then as I pass them, I'm just like, yep, this is normal. This is normal. And yep. And then I get far enough out and I'm like, oh God, it hurts again. Oh. Point is though, everyone has that running ego, but just don't want to admit it sometimes. No matter who you are, what level you're at, it exists in all of us. Nice and easy. Well, we just ran our 6 miles. He had to go, so we'll see him tomorrow. But we are pacing him for the Vancouver Lake Half Marathon tomorrow. There he goes, heading off there. This is kind of a decent recording place, and I get why a lot of people record in their cars. With it raining slightly out at the moment, I'm hoping that comes tomorrow we're not gonna have a whole lot of that, or if it does come, it's only towards the end.
Approximately 10 hours later.
I know I've been riffing off on all this rain that we may or may not be getting, but that data just shows that it is in fact raining, and it has been coming down pretty hard today, so I'm hoping that's the extent of it. Thing I am gonna do though is get some pasta and carbs before the race day though, so we can do that and be prepared. Well, that was a good dinner, but I think I should go to bed now so I can be rested comes tomorrow here. Even though I'm not racing, I'd still like to be on my game so I can be a consistent pacer and do the job that I'm out there to do.
The next day.
Good morning. It's race day. Let's get ready. I mean, you can never be too safe, so. One thing I won't have with me is a race gel, but I'm gonna have breakfast though before we head off to the race. Let's eat. Not too much, not too little. It also looks like the rain has died down a bit. Maybe it'll be a clear one for the race. That would be pretty cool if there was like a slap-on wrist bracelet for Garmin. We may be contending with a light sprinkle today. Got a rain jacket just in case, so we'll see. There he is. The drive out to the race took us about 20 minutes, I'd say. Just looking outside, you can see the weather that we dealt with on the way. My whole goal during this ride was just to tell as many jokes and keep the air as light as possible to keep the nerves at a low so that we could run what we needed to run when we got there. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but I'd say I did my job just right because we were laughing the entire way there. And you'll definitely see that when we start warming up here shortly. Got the race bib here. Got pinning up here. Or pin-up models. Finally ready?
Nope.
Oh my gosh. It's taken 5 ever. It's longer than 4 ever.
There we go.
All right, let's go. At the time of recording this here, it was about 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and we were just making our way to the starting line. There were a little over 200 people here today. Not a crazy big race, but still enough to have fun, and we definitely worked hard when we were at it here.
Anybody in here going for like 6 flats?
Yeah, right here.
He's the pacer.
You're my boy.
I'm the 6-minute pacer. 6-minute pacer here, everyone. Right here. And this here is the part of every American race where we stop to sing our national anthem.
I know what to say when
seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
As soon as the gun went off, the leader quickly emerged from the pack and kind of went off to do his own thing, so we just let him go. That wasn't our place to go to today, and some others eventually broke off too. But when we got here, our goal was to just keep the 6-minute pace average and stick to it. We came across the first mile about at a 5:59. Not to state the obvious or anything, but if you hadn't noticed, this is a time-lapse video at 16 times speed. So, looks like we're running at about 160 miles per hour. We came across mile 2 at about a 5:58 here, keeping true to our initial goal, but also keeping a little buffer in case we were to ever falter off here in the future. Shout out to the race officials who put the cones there and blocked the car from us. But as we came along here on mile 3, we came across at a 5:58. We crossed the 4-mile mark at about 6 flat, coming to just about a third of the way through the race here. At about 4.3 miles or so, we saw Dominic's dad and I took a water bottle from his hand and actually ended up holding that for the rest of the race as we made our way through here. I guess I became the traveling water stop throughout the race, but as we came here to mile 5, we crossed it at another 6 flat, keeping once again true to our pace. At this point in the race, we had been dealing with the rain for about 2 miles that had started right at the beginning of mile 4, but as we come up to our 6th mile, we come across in a 5:58. Mile 7 was a copy and paste of our last mile, coming again at a 5:58. Right when we hit the 7.77 mark, I had made a joke that we're all feeling very lucky right now. Not sure if it was well received, but it definitely boosted a bit of the morale here. But as we closed in on mile 8, came across in a 6:02. A little slower, but that's why we built up a bit of a buffer than we did in the previous miles. Making our way up to mile 9, we clocked in a 5:59. We eventually passed this guy here, but along the way we tried to ask him to join our pack. We crossed mile 10 at an even 6 minute, putting our cumulative time just under 1 hour. One of the members of our pack left us at this point sadly, but we still maintained our pace. We came across mile 11 at a 5:58, and with just over 2 miles to go, the rain cleared up for a little bit too. Not too sure what happened with the road lines there, but we passed through 12 miles at 6:02 and still on pace. We resumed to normal speed here as we get closer to the finish line, but this next part contains slippage that's every runner's biggest fear to some degree.
Plenty of time to rest later. It's almost done. About 58. Yeah, gotcha. Okay, we're going, man, we're going. Last bit. You're gonna get it, man, you're gonna get it. Sub 1:18:40. You got this. Go get it, okay. Go get it. There you go, there you go. That's all you. All you.
11. Right. Hard. 1 hour, 18 minutes, 26 seconds.
There we go.
I didn't see that last part.
That's all good. That's all good. Of course, man. Let me get my hand ready here for you.
You made that race a little bit easier.
I'm just here to help. Great work, man. Great work.
Good job, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
You got the pace right. Good job, man.
Thank you. There we go.
Every runner who's been at this long enough knows well and just that it doesn't count unless it's on Strava. As an ongoing tradition of this race, there were delicious homemade cookies at the end too. Overall, this was a wonderfully put on local race, a flat and fun course, and an all in all great time. 10 out of 10 would recommend.